So happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Very, very quickly, wanted to, I'm going to jump on here and walk through one of the things that's very, very important is that you remain compliant with the company that you're aligned with if you're in network marketing. And every company is a little bit different depending on their policies. And we know that with our company, with iBoomerang, and of course, one of our products like ELLEV8, for example, is one of the services that we offer through iBoomerang, is that we can't use, and they've been talking about this over the last couple of weeks. If you're a boom rep or an ELLEV8 rep or whatever you want to call yourself, you can't use any of their the corporate logos or graphics or names or images or parts of the images or anything that make you look like you're corporate, right? So you can't use, I couldn't put like ELLEV8 in front of my name. I couldn't use that in a domain name. Same thing with iBoomerang, can't do any of that. So I was thinking about this, and hopefully corporate will come up with something cool like this. But I wanted to show you is like, how can we make it easier? So being the super geeky techie guy that I am, the cool thing about our company is we have what we call idecides. They're interactive presentations. And the one thing that you can do with an idecide is that you can actually embed it into a website. So, for example, rather than me try to figure out what my idecide link is every time that I need to send somebody, I can use my website link, like, for example, forrestknight.com. I could send somebody directly there. It would have my idecide presentation there. They would fill out the form and they can watch the presentation. Requires three tools to do this. And there's a disclaimer again. This isn't coming from corporate. This is coming from me, Forrest Knight, independent rep. This is my deal. I do receive affiliate commissions off the products that I'm going to show you. So disclaimer there. I want to show him that if you decide to use them, great. If you don't decide to use them, great. But I want to come up with a plan to show it, make it really easy to you. So when you have business cards, right? You have business cards, you can see I put a QR code on here. I'll show you how to use the QR code. So the QR code, you can scan it, put it on your phone. People can go to the website, they can watch the presentation, and hopefully it'll be all compliant with corporate. And what I would suggest, even after you use what I'm going to show you, is shoot it over to corporate and say, hey, is this cool? Can I use this? Right? That way you'll be compliant. You won't get kicked to the curb. Or whatever. So heck, if you want to send corporate this video and say, hey, Forrest said, can we do this? I'm all about it. So I like to, anyway, we'll go forward from this. Let me show you what we've got. So the cool thing, I'm going to do a screen share here. Check this out, check this out, check this out. So if you're with iBoomerang, you'll notice that in iBoomerang, you get what you call an interactive, hopefully you can see this over here. You get an interactive presentation that comes. It's called idecide. In idecide, you have an interactive presentation for the products that we use. One is Build Genius, ELLEV8, and iBoomerang. All of those today. I'm going to talk about ELLEV8. So you're going to log into your idecide. You're going to click on the posted link that's inside your idecide. It's going to bring this up here. Now, another way that in idecide, of course, you can put in the contact information. You can send it directly to them, so it's customized. This way, we're talking about branding you. So we're branding you. So anytime somebody wants to go somewhere, you can simply say, go visit my website, forrestknight.com, or whatever you decide to brand your name as. Again, you cannot use any of the corporate names in your emails, in your brand, in your website address, anywhere. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to set this up to hopefully be compliant with everything that needs to be. So you're going to log in here. This is where you're going to get your code. And when you create a code, I'm sort of doing step 3 last. You're going to create a code. It says it's create a link. So I'm going to hit next. You'll notice in the next, there's copy on Facebook, and there's just a standard link that you can share with somebody if you're going to text them. But down here, you'll see there's some code that you can copy and highlight and add to a website. And I'm going to show you exactly how to copy that code. So the first thing, one of the tools that I like to use is lead pages, and it's very, very cool. It's very, very neat. Right now, they've actually got it on sale for $1. There should be a link up here in the description to get that for $1 for 60 days. You can go in and you can do exactly what I'm showing you to do. Also, you're going to need to get a website address. Again, I get paid affiliate commissions off of both of these. So if you choose to go there, I'd appreciate it. And of course, you can come in here and pick out a domain name. I would recommend a .com if you can find it with your name. It should be, if your name is unique, I would And just remember, just because you know how to spell your name doesn't necessarily mean everybody else does, but you can still use your name. And I'm going to show you how to create a QR code with this cool Chrome QR code generator. We'll show you how to do that as well. So there should be a link in here to get the lead pages for $1. Should be right up top. There should also be a link to come to this page to get a domain name if you want to use this. If not, you can get your domain name from anywhere you want. Or if you already have one, you can do that as well. And then, of course, let me show you how to set up the landing page. So when I log in here, once I get my account set up in Lead Pages, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to create a new landing page. I'm going to come up here, and I like to use the one to add a video. So I'm just going to type video in here. It's going to give me an option. I'm going to start with this one right here. I'm going to start building, and it's going to open it up. And I know I'm going a little bit fast, but I do this for a while. And I'm going to call this me. And I'm just going to put E8 behind it for right now. I may come back and change a little bit later. But for right now, just so I can keep track of what I'm doing for this example. So you'll notice this brings up this page. As you can see, it's got a lot of stuff on here. Some stuff may pertain to you, some stuff may not. We're going to show you how to adjust this. So this is an image, this is text. Here's some images down here. Here's where you place a video. So what I want to do, I'm going to do this a little bit backwards. I'm going to go over here to my widgets. First, I'm going to go over to my widgets. I'm going to find the video. There's a video option, right? And there's an HTML option. Now, since the code that's coming over from ELLEV8 is embed code for HTML, I'm going to use the HTML feature down here, and I'm going to drag it up, and I'm going to put it right in this area. This is the first part of the edit. I'm going to go ahead and come down here, and I'm going to hit the delete box. I'm going to take that out of here. And you notice behind here, it's actually got some really cool candles behind this. I didn't even notice this till the other day. I'm like, that's pretty neat. So I've got this added in here. Now I want to grab my code that I have over here. So I'm going to come here. I can hit copy to clipboard. I can come in here, and I can just click in this space. It's going to open up a little box over here. I'm going to hit Control V, and I'm going to hit save. Right now, that has officially saved this code from here into this box, and you can't see it yet. Now I need to do some adjustments up top, so I can put an image up here. What I like to do at the very, very top, if you want to, you can, depending on how you want to title this, it's completely up to you. I like to put stuff underneath my video, but for right now, you can put it anywhere you want to. I like to do where it says image and text. I'm going to drop the image and text up here. We're going to delete this arrow one, because that's not what we want. If I click on this image box right here, you're going to see my formatting. What I want to do is I want to do it this way. So I've got an image here and a text box over here. Now this is what I'm going to put to be compliant. I'm going to put Forrest Knight 314-498-7688. I'm going to put my phone number in there. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to grab my images. There's my ELLEV8 image right there, ELLEV8 Independent Ambassador. That pulls it up to the top, and I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller because it's a little bit up too. So I like to take it down to about 70%, so it's still very visible, so it doesn't look crazy on a phone. Or actually, right there, 70%. Still got my name. I'm going to make me just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to highlight this here. I'm going to come to font. I like to use the Mondesero font. I think is how you pronounce that. I'll say Montserrat font, and I'm going to change this up to 5. And then I like my favorite brand color of red. That's just me. You can use whatever colors you want. And I'm all done with that. So now that I'm sort of compliant, it says what I've got going on. I'm going to delete this box because I don't need any of that. And of course, you can put whatever you want to in this box. And I think I'm going to put in here something like earn while you learn to trade Forex and crypto. And I'm going to do a return. Watch video below for details. Actually, I should say share contact info below to learn more. There we go. Cool thing about it's got a spell checker. So click that. I'm gonna make that a caps. All right. So now I've got this up here. I'm compliant. I've got my deal in there. I can take this stuff out here on the bottom, right? I don't need to have any of this stuff down here on the bottom. I can remove this over here. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to hit delete that section. So now I've got everything set up I want to in this box. Now I can change my background in here if I want to. I can leave it just like this. However I want to set this up. If I want to change the background image back here to another image, I can simply come up here. I can hit edit section. I can choose image and I can put another image in the background if I want to. But I'm just going to leave it like this for right now. And this is basically ready to go. So if I hit publish, you guys can see how fast I'm doing this, right? Got the name in here. The name is compliant. It doesn't say anything in here. Of course, I'm going to run this by compliance. I'm going to hit, excuse me. Wee. No. So now that that's done, let's copy the link and see what this bad boy looks like. Let's do Control V up here. And there we have it. I have now officially got my own page set up so that I can simply send somebody to Forrest. For example, if I use forrestknight.com, I can send them to this page, right? I can send them right to this page. It's got my ELLEV8 Independent Ambassador up here, my name, earn while you learn to trade Forex and crypto, share your contact information below. They, of course, go in to fill out this form down here. And they hit watch, and it comes up and it goes right into the interactive presentation that is my idecide. Of course, they hit play.
Hello, we're so excited you're here because today in this quick presentation,
So my page is all set up and rock and rolling. Now, what I need to do is create a QR code, for this page that I can put on my business cards, that I can put on a really cool shirt like my wife does, the Scan Me shirts, wherever you want to put a QR code. I can also just send somebody, if I use my domain forrestknight.com, I can direct people directly to this website. When I'm talking to them, I'll have a QR code that goes directly to this page, and it's branded to me. I don't have to try and think about what my website is to send somebody to my presentation. It's all branded. It should be, fingers crossed, it should be compliant. But again, when you come in and use this, I strongly recommend after you come in and build the page that you run it by your compliance first. So just to recap on the items that you're going to need to do this, to get this set up, you're going to need, of course, to get your lead page. You can put this on any web page that you want. If you already have a web page that you want to set up, that's fine with me. If you don't have one, you can come in here and create the page just like I showed you. Come in and get yourself a website address. Come in here and do that. Come in here and build your page and get it all set up. And it's very editable. This is very easy to change stuff around inside the bucket back here. It's very, very neat. You create as many of these as you want. Heck, if you wanted to create a page for example, if you decided to use Linktree, which is weird, you could actually have Linktree go to this page. You could have one page for Skin Tech. You could have a page for ELLEV8. You could have a page for iBoomerang. You could embed all of those in here, or whatever, or Build Genius. You could embed all of those in here, and you could be ready to go and rock and roll. So to create a QR code, I have a QR code generator up here that I downloaded from Chrome. So I want to send them to this page. I can simply go here. What I would suggest in the QR code generator is that you use your domain and not this page. For example, if for some reason you decide to point your domain somewhere else and you've already got it on your QR code, you don't have to come in and make a whole bunch of new domains. You can still use the QR code. So I'm going to come up here and hit QR code generator, but I want to change it to my actual website address. So I'm going to put my actual website address in here, right? http://forrestknight.com. So now I've got my QR code generated for forrestknight.com. I'm going to hit QR just to refresh it. Then I download it, right? I'm going to download this QR code, and I can save it to anywhere that I want to share it, whether I want to put it on a business card, I want to put it on the back of a t-shirt, I want to use it as my screen. I do this on my screensaver on my phone, right? So I've got it on my phone. So if I'm out at the store at a location like that, let me do a stop screen share here real quick. So if I'm out at the store somewhere and I meet somebody and blah, 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 and hey, you got your phone on you, cool, scan my code. This is going to take them directly to wherever I want them. They can go to this page. They can go to a digital business card. They can go wherever I want to have them take this QR code too. So that's how you set that up. Hopefully, if you're using the idecides and you'd like to set up sort of your personal branded lead capture page with your contact details on it, that's how you do it. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, share it with your friends, share it with your team, and tell them this is a really cool way to be compliant, to be in compliance. And again, run it by compliance to make sure it is compliant. And I'm sure if somebody's out there in the world, they'll probably reach out to me and say, Forrest, you can't do that. And I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll live with it. But hopefully you got some value at it. Again, get yourself a web page, embed the code on your web page, get yourself a QR code, get yourself a domain name that belongs to you, has your company name in. This goes for any network marketing company. You do not want to promote the network marketing company. You want to brand you. And if you're going to brand you need to have something like this set up. Linktree is cute, but again, that's Linktree. You need to have your own web page, your own way to brand you, so that you can go in and change it and do whatever you need to. That's going to work for you. I love you. I appreciate you. Hopefully you got some value. Have an absolutely awesome weekend. Jesus loves you. Absolutely nothing to do about that. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact, and be an equity creator. I hope you are too. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.